Hello, my name is Peter Garancher. I'm a senior level designer at CD Projekt Red, and I would like to welcome you to an excellent gameplay presentation we have for you today. I really hope you enjoy what we have in store for you. Have fun. Many of you might already be familiar with this guy. He's Geralt of Rivia, our main protagonist. He's a witcher, one of a dying caste, a professional monster slayer. He's back from a hunt, carrying a mighty trophy on his saddle. You might have seen the fight with the griffin. This is a direct follow-up to that adventure. At this point, players are several hours into the game, so they should be familiar with how the game handles. We are near the city of Novigrad, the biggest city in the world of The Witcher. We are currently en route to a meeting with Dijkstra. He's the former head of Redanian intelligence, now a spy and a very powerful mobster.
Cows give sour milk. The cat sleeps with the rats. The pigs squeal tonight.
You're a shy
What? No, mate. War's coming. That's what it means.
Several thousands of inhabitants, houses made of brick, paved city streets, warehouses, all the desirable guilds and artisans, banks, the breathtaking temple isle, inns, brothels, and the biggest seaport in the north. This is Novigrad. It's a living, breathing ecosystem of thousands inhabiting its corners. Everyone in the city, all thugs, beggars, lords and peasants have their day and night activities and pastimes. They make all of Novigrad's 4 districts unique, characteristic places, worlds within a world to explore. Take the fish market on the other side of the canal, for instance. You can of course buy fish there, but if you meet the right people and pay the right price, you can get some nice and juicy contraband weapons, armor, and ingredients to your concoctions. This place is ripe with quests to embark upon. Be careful though. Pick one and another may perish. Your choices will heavily affect how other adventures in the city are born or die. If this presentation were about discovering all of the Cloak and Dagger gameplay, we'd be sitting here for quite a while. So instead, let's press on and try not to hit the pedestrians on the way.
Let's play Burton the Witch.
Yay! She can be the witch!
I don't want to be a witch. The horrible stinker. I know.
We're getting closer to the place where we can talk to Dijkstra. He's the one who ordered the Griffin to be slain. We have done our part of the deal. Now it's his turn to provide us with some information.
Greetings, Dijkstra. How's your health?
You're late.
Fulfilling my end of the bargain. Brought you the head, just like you wanted. It's hooked to my saddle. Somebody should get it.
I've fulfilled my end as well. Dug up that bloody information you wanted.
What have you learned?
Your ashen-haired lass with the scar on her cheek, she's presumably in Velen, was seen there in the company of a creature that goes by the name of Johnny. Don't laugh, but to believe the witness's tale, this being looks a bit like a child and lives in some burrow in the woods.
Probably a Bucca or a Luton. But she's in Velen? Damn it.
Geralt, is she who I think she is?
Thanks, Dijkstra. That was coin well spent. Nice talking to you. By the time I was on my way.
Dijkstra tells us that the person we are looking for is deep south in Velen, nowadays only going by the name of No Man's Land. She was last seen there with Johnny, a peculiar creature living in the woods. It's quite far away, so we'll use fast travel to get there. We'll visit one of the signposts we can use to get to our destination on the outskirts of the city.
We're about as useful here as knickers are.
Everything you see, every village, tower, or point of interest can be explored in the game. There are no invisible walls to limit your adventure. Fast travel is available to locations you've already unlocked by visiting them, and luckily a spot close to where we want to get has already been made available to us by our preceding adventures. Traveling to our destination on horseback would have taken us at least 15 to 20 minutes at full gallop. We're quite far from where we are heading now. Alright, we have arrived in the heart of No Man's Land. It's a war-ravaged place where the only law that exists is that the strongest prevail. We're deep in the swamps, in the south of the land, a dark and unforgiving place with a significant chance to stumble upon danger. Let's look around, see what the place has to offer. We'll use our Witcher senses to get a better understanding of the surroundings. So Dijkstra told us we're looking for a small, childlike creature. And those small footprints might very well lead to his hideout.
Pretty cozy shelter. The creature Dijkstra mentioned must live here.
Seems like we have stumbled upon a peculiar hole in the ground, Johnny's cozy hideout. Let's knock on the door.
Johnny? Don't be afraid. You're a bucka? Ah, a godling. Not many of you left. I'm looking for a woman with ashen hair. Seen her? Tell me everything from the start. Where did you see her? What was she doing? It's important to me. Why not? Lost your voice? Can I help you somehow? Want me to follow you? No choice, I guess.
So Johnny needs us to help him regain his voice. And since it's information we're looking for, it seems to make sense to help him in his time of woe. He's asking us to follow him, so let's do so. Ah, wildlife. When nearby villages or guards want to dispose of dead bodies, they usually dump them in the swamp.
Stay close to me.
Some of these bodies come back as the creatures you just saw. They are called drowners. They prey upon travelers and adventurers, much like us.
This the place? Let me look around. Something's on the ledge? Something that'll get you your voice back? Guess I gotta make this climb.
Johnny apparently wants us to scale the mountain, so let's see what awaits us at the top. We'll look for spots that we can climb. There are many paths leading to key points in the land, with all sorts of cool stuff to find in every nook and cranny. It's really worth to explore all of them. The mountaintop seems to be riddled by harpies. This is an excellent opportunity to equip Geralt's newest addition to his arsenal, his small crossbow, Gabriel. It comes with fully customizable ammunition, just don't forget to keep count. Alright, let's go. Let's spend a minute now to appreciate the view. To give you a rough idea of the size of the land, Novigrad, the city we came from, is 14 times further away than that huge tree in the distance. Harpies are known to collect all sorts of shiny valuables, much like crows. They're only slightly bigger and a little bit more annoying. It's advisable to check out their nest for loot.
This bottle.
So let's get back to Johnny now. Let's pick a different path because it looks pretty cool.
blasted! Ha! The sound of it!
Done celebrating?
My favorite words! Life without savoring the sound of surreptitious shenanigans is like licking snails through a cloth. Thank you for this, noble whoever you are. Long be your life.
Hang on a minute. I helped you, now you help me. I'm looking for a young, ashen-haired woman. See anyone like that?
Did I ever? Remember it as if it were yesterday. Soon as I woke, I went to empty my bowels. My favourite part of the day. Defecating to the sunrise. Downright glorious. Suddenly, heard a bang. So loud it couldn't have been me. And that lass appeared. Out of nowhere. Young, ashen-haired. Just like you said. Wounded and panting to boot. She raced off towards the children's huts. Quick as if the crones were after her. I yelled some unpleasantries. She disturbed my morn. Sadly, I'd lost my voice, so I don't think she heard me.
Maybe whoever lives in those huts will know something.
Oh, that old hag don't speak to strangers, and you're a stranger.
Will she talk to you?
I have spoken to her, got my ways. So be it. You helped me, and I'm no bore. Come with me.
Alright, Johnny's got his voice back. I'll let you decide whether it's a good thing or not. Most importantly, we're getting closer to finding the ashen-haired girl. Let's see where Johnny's taking us.
Good. It's clear. Not a crone in sight. I need to sing to Gran. That ought to calm her. Little Johnny softly gazed at fire waning pale. Pop! A spark jumped out and whispered, "Listen, I've a tale."
You got your voice back.
It is. Though I seem to have lost an octave somewhere in the process. I shall look for it when I get home.
You're not allowed here, Johnny. You shouldn't have come.
Calm down, Gran. Don't get angry. It's not good for you.
The woman I asked about earlier.
Forgive me, Gran, but this fellow absolutely must talk to the ladies.
No, she's not allowed.
Please, it's important.
The fellow will be quiet. Gran, please hear me out. I found little Yagna when she got lost, did I not? Did I break Jenny's fever too? I did. I ask anything in return? No. Didn't even fuss about my stolen voice. Well, now I want something. Gran, help this fellow. Because otherwise he'll pester me day and night, even during potty time. His lass is missing. Perhaps the ladies can help find her, eh?
Well, since you put it that way, Johnny, I'll help him. Come with me. Johnny's a good lad, though the ladies don't like him. No, foul creature, they say. Don't like him.
Who are the women in the tapestry?
Those are the ladies. Ladies lovely, with power o'er all, beseech I thee, answer my call. Before you a worm crawls, wretched and small.
How dare you disturb our rest, woman?
I'm looking for the woman with ashen hair. I know you met her. Where is she?
Oh, he's impatient.
Perhaps he only likes ashen-haired girls.
It's clear you met her. Tell me everything.
That was blunt. Well, perhaps it's for the best. Tell me, have you got bollocks? Do you fear woodland beasts?
Oh, hard times are upon us, white-haired one. Brother has turned against brother. The land is soaked in blood. Evil reigns stronger than ever before.
A dark power has surfaced near Downwarren. It feeds on hatred and disdain. Destroy the beast, and we will be grateful. Tell you all we know about this ashen-haired maid.
Dark power? You need a knight-errant or a witch hunter, not a witcher.
The alderman of Downwarren will tell you all. Remember to collect payment from him after you complete your task. And now our servant will bring you the dagger.
I'll talk to the alderman, but I can't promise anything.
Move, woman! Give the young man the dagger.
And you, white one, return only once you've completed the task.
Aye, mistress, right. On me way. Dagger. Gotta bring the dagger. The dagger. For you. Ladies told me to give it to you. Here it is. The dagger. Place the alderman's payment on the stone. Stone bear. Stone shear. Stone nose, stone ears.
The lovely ladies of the wood have spoken. We better make haste over to the village of Downwarren and speak to the alderman there about this task that we have been given.
Cook gave him a licking, strung him by his feet, cooked and bled him empty, stripped his skin off clean. Laughed and said how tasty.
That's a lot of unattended children. This looks to be one of the orphanages in the land, a direct result of the war ravaging the surrounding areas.
The one to fetch the kindlings, they!
If you pay attention to the environment, you might often stumble upon useful elements to be used to aid you in combat. Those gas clouds can be ignited using the Igni sign, hopefully frying anyone inside the blast radius. But I'm pretty sure we'll use that later. You have probably noticed the plethora of magic spells we used. They're called signs, and they can come very handy during combat. Let's see what we have at our disposal, bringing up the radial menu. Erden on the left is used to trap enemies. Quen creates a one-hit shield. Igni is a fire spray sign. Axi can charm them to fight along your side or stun them, and Ard is a powerful air blast. We seem to be getting close to Downwarren. Let's look for the Elderman.
Nice village.
Aye.
A real pearl of the swamps.
If you say so.
Recognize this dagger?
Aye, Master. I didn't know you belonged to them.
I'm supposed to help solve your problem. Tell me what it is. Just the essentials.
The war awoke an ancient power. An evil one that feeds on bloodshed. Nightmares haunt our nights and days. Folks sleepwalk from their homes, never to return. Under the tree on the Whispering Hillock they lie. Unburied, all. Fathers, sons, daughters, and mothers. Folk are afeard to move them. You must go there. The dark powers must be cast off.
I'll look around the Whispering Hillock.
You be careful, Master Witcher. Don't you treat this evil light.
The Elderman needs our help at the Whispering Hillock before the witches will help us with our task at hand. There's evil afoot, so let's make haste. These parts of the swamps might seem to be a peaceful part, but you should never let your guard down. It's not a safe place to travel. Ah, more wildlife. Nice. The thing we killed is called a water hag. Nasty thing, dwells in wet places, does not like fire at all. Alright, we seem to be getting closer to the Whispering Hillock. We should probably use our Witcher senses here again. We could stumble upon some clues helping us getting to the bottom of the situation.
Claw marks. Wolves. I should look around.
This is the screen you'll probably spend most of your gameplay time on. This is where you equip all the armors, weapons, and useful items you acquire throughout your adventures. This is the character screen. Most importantly, we'll set the best weapons for each of Geralt's 2 signature swords. A steel sword, most effective against human opponents, and a silver sword, a lethal tool against monsters and beasts.
The powers that protect me, they sense whence you come.
Who are you?
We definitely seem to be on the right track.
Be gone! Be gone! Be gone! The powers will not relent.
Show yourself.
So apparently the werewolf was not the source of evil the Elderman was talking about. Let's continue scouting the area, and let's check out this cave opening.
Be gone! Be gone! Be gone!
The main path seems to be obstructed by some roots, and they seem to be immune to Igni. So let's look for an alternate path. We mentioned that there are many ways to explore the world of The Witcher, and diving is now one of these. We seem to have stumbled upon a hidden path. Let's see where it takes us.
Why have you come? Why spill this blood? Are you here to grant me death? Or is my freedom your wish?
You claim to be imprisoned. How so?
I am bound here in fetters of magic. I wander endlessly. A labyrinth of leaves. The children, I know all. I know what awaits them. Free me, please. I must help.
If something threatens the orphans, I'll help them myself.
The children have been taken. Free me, please. I can be a gale, a gallop unchained. I shall save them. Only I can.
This is one of the many points in the game where you can affect the course of events. You might choose to investigate what the tree spirit wishes us to help with. Or we can fight it and see the witch's desires through. If you ask me, the tree spirit looks very untrustworthy. I'd rather see it burn.
I don't believe you, spirit. Too many claim you're evil. Your words alone, not enough.
Dare harm me, and against you will rise all the powers of nature. I must live.
Time to harvest the fruit of our efforts. Let's tell the Eldermen that we got rid of the evil that was haunting the Whispering Hillock.
Solved your problem. Just in case, though, avoid the Whispering Hillock for a while.
Cannot be. There's something lurking there.
An evil spirit had possessed a tree on the hill. It was responsible for the killings. The crones, or the ladies of the wood as you call them, said to remind you about payment. Take it you know what they want?
Aye, I do. Give me the dagger. Be back soon. There's payment. Take it to the ladies, will you?
Why'd you cut off your ear?
Put it out your mind, master. You soon be leaving and we must tarry on, our young'uns and their young'uns after 'em. No gods nor masters watch over Velen. The land is no man's. He who wants to survive must seek his own protectors.
Sheathe your weapon, young man. He's even lovelier in real life.
In real life, you're different than you were in the tapestry.
Well, bring it here. You are to bring it, not ogle it.
Our deal. I did my part, now you do yours.
A word once given, we never break. The girl. Mousy blonde. That's what they call it.
Thin as a rail, terrified, exhausted. She could barely stand, the poor thing.
We cared for her as best we could. Like she was our own daughter. Wasted affection. She proved a very naughty girl. Mischievous, stubborn, and selfish.
She burned me.
Don't believe you. They say you always keep your word, so tell me everything, exactly as it happened.
We shall tell you, brave boy. We knew someone special was to arrive. We read beast entrails, saw the omens.
We would glimpse her likeness, a mirage in a puddle. She came from the lower swamp. We knew not at first it was her the omens had spoken of.
A child of the elder blood, the sown seed that will burst into flame.
She fell into our hands.
Elder blood! The blood of the traitress.
So witchers are trained from birth to find and kill monsters for reward. Here we're about 10 hours into the game on a griffin hunt. The griffin is nearby, so we prep for a possible encounter.
Probably to adjust its grip on its prey.
Equipping items needed for combat in this instance, a set of buffing potions and a small crossbow. As mutants, Witchers possess heightened senses that can be used on command to, among other things, track prey. We can better perceive visual and sound clues in this state.
Hasn't caught my scent yet. It's a city duck.
So the bolts we fired will leave a trail of blood behind to help us track it. This sequence is set in a vast wilderness area known as No Man's Land. We can traverse any viewable location in the world, all the way to the mountain peaks in the distance and beyond. So we're losing him now, so we need to pick up his tracks again.
You can come out.
Damn it. He only came for a brew to break a fever. What are you doing here?
Tracking a griffin. Trail took me through here.
Seems I had a stroke of luck then. Thank you.
Look like deserters. Could be more bands in the area. I'll come back once I'm done with the griffin, just in case.
Fine. Happy hunting.
Monster hunting quests can often intersect in the open world with points of interest. So by dispatching those bandits, we can now return to the herbalists later in the game. But for now, we'll continue on the hunt. Just a very small part of the epic RPG that is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the Zayabista team back in Warsaw for their tremendous
Once we were many. Now we are few. Hunters, killers of the world's filth. Witchers, the ultimate killing machines. Among us, a legend. The one they call Geralt of Rivia.
White Wolf.
We meet again, Witcher. Your Imperial Majesty.
She's returned, Geralt. After all these years.
Are you sure it's her?
Yes. And she's in danger. Witnesses claim the Wild Hunt follows her. You must find her.
And when I do, what then?
I shall give her what she deserves. White Wolf, at last. I come for her of the prophecy. Every decision you make will bring devastation. Each choice will lead to a greater evil.
In The Witcher 3, you play as the legendary Witcher Geralt of Rivia. In the world of The Witcher, there's lots of different factions, races, and also minorities. And together with a huge and diverse landscape, it creates this vibrant open-world experience.
Witchers are outcasts. They're mutants, itinerant monster hunters who roam the world, hunting down and killing monsters, often for meager pay. Children destined to be Witchers are taken from their parents and enter Witcher schools. And the training there is grueling. And it ends with a series of mutations that impart the special abilities, the accelerated reflexes, that render Witchers uniquely suited to hunting down and killing monsters.
Geralt has never been just a monster slayer. Kings and sorceresses have noticed his talents and tried to use him to their own ends. But Geralt is now tired of politics, and he has his own goal, his own agenda, that takes him to travel to the furthest corners of this vast world. At the same time, Geralt works as a Witcher.
Tough hunt.
Tougher than yours, that's certain.
Monsters within the world are blend from legends. Norse, Western, Slavic. However, Slavic lore seems to be the most overriding. It's from Slavic lore that we drew the notion monsters are the equal participants of the ecosystem and not always pose a threat.
Creatures are very much part of the landscape, just as humans and the other races, elves, dwarves, and whatnot are. And that means that in The Witcher 3, adventure is always around the corner.
Well, the world of The Witcher 3 is actually 35 times bigger than the one presented in The Witcher 2. And has a huge diversity of different areas. You have the swampy, murky place of no man's land, where there's a danger around every corner, to the harsh climate of the Skellige Islands, where there's strong and proud people living there. And also you have the metropolitan of the north, called Novigrad. And it's a huge city, it's beautiful. It's like medieval Amsterdam, but it's also a different kind of danger lurking there, a much more cloak and dagger.
What distinguishes the world of The Witcher is that it takes things fantastic and it grounds them, renders them believable, places them in mature context.
The Witcher universe is a grim place, but even Geralt needs a break from killing ghouls and graveyors, be it to grab pints and exchange jokes with his friends, or to follow one of his love interests.
And it's these lighter moments, many and varied, that render Geralt's life believable, immersive, and constitute a break from what would otherwise be all-pervading doom and gloom.
One of the most fearsome enemies you'll face is the Wild Hunt, a cavalcade of ghastly specters which rides down from the night sky bringing war and destruction. Based on European legends and folklore, the Wild Hunt is also an inherent part of the Witcher universe, so it's not just a random boss we pull out of a hat and place at the end of the corridor.
In The Witcher 3, the Wild Hunt will take center stage and come right at you. It's as much the stuff of fairy tales that children tell each other as it is a force that comes in the night, in the deep of winter, to annihilate an entire village.
The world of Witcher 3 is a call to adventure. Working on it, filling it with content, was a really exciting task, because apart from key locations, we weren't really limited in placing anything in it. We took close consideration of all terrain-given advantages and placed battlefields, villages, castles, ruins, to places where they belonged in the most natural and immersive way.
Scattered across the world we've created are hundreds of points of interest. From natural rock formations to abandoned buildings, these points of interest will tease you, some of which can be seen from a mile away. Each one was handcrafted with its own backstory, its own challenge, and of course, most importantly, its own reward.
While developing The Witcher, one of the key intentions was to create a world that is as similar to the real life as possible. That's why we've created a complex community system which is growing along with player and the storyline. Novigrad, which is the biggest city in the game, holds almost 2,000 residents, and each of them has its own agenda and his own life. Moreover, every person that you meet on your way in the game has their own set of reactions. And not only just to greet Geralt, but also they can be afraid when Geralt draws a sword, or they can complain about the weather conditions, or Geralt can overhear them talking about his past actions. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt features a very vast and open world that you will explore any way you want. If you get bored by walking on foot anywhere in the game, at almost any time you can call your own horse.
You can also cross rivers, lakes, and seas using your boat. However, it might get attacked by sea monsters or destroyed by a sea storm.
You will be using this boat not only in quests, but also to reach regions that are not accessible otherwise. And if you decide you don't want to use your boat anymore, you can always take a step overboard and go for some swim, because Geralt is swimming and diving now too. And for those who value their time, we have also the fast traveling options. You will be able to use the fast travel points in every major place of the game when you unlock them in your quests.
The Witcher features also a very, very complex day and night cycle, which will affect the environment around you. As night falls, new beasts and unique monsters will awake. Now, as a Witcher, it is your choice to wait for dawn, or you can risk it and travel at night. As you explore the vast and rich world of The Witcher, you'll come across various encounters. The location, the weather, or the time of day will dictate the sort of experience you will have. You may, if you're lucky or unlucky, see a werewolf roaming through woods, or during the day, maybe some wild dogs chasing a deer. And all these are totally unique to you.
Geralt's original profession is a very important part of the lore, so we wanted to treat it respectfully. We wanted to give players the opportunity to really try what it's like being Geralt.
A Witcher's sole purpose is to find and slay monsters. To even the odds, they go through rigorous training and also undergo many mutations that give them superhuman strength and reflexes. When hunting, a Witcher's first task is to investigate.
Just like in a real hunt, players can stumble upon these monsters in many, many ways. Geralt can pick up their tracks and marks using his Witcher senses. Villagers might complain about mysterious disappearances, or the monsters might just straight on attack him when he's roaming the wilderness.
Then, a Witcher must prepare for the fight.
Geralt is never alone with his sword. He can take all sorts of elixirs, bombs, alchemical concoctions that will aid him in his battle and make defeating these monsters easier.
He must choose wisely, because any mistake can cost him his life.
The past couple of years have been rife with rumors about a dark fantasy RPG in development at CD Projekt Red. The time has come to say it loud and proud. Yes, we're hard at work on The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 will be a great adventure. An adventure set in turbulent times and in a vast, wondrous open world. Visually stunning, unparalleled in scale, beauty, and diversity. It's a world you'll roam at will. You'll gallop through ancient woodlands, swim icy mountain rivers, scale coastal cliffs pounded by waves, and sail open seas evading ice floes that could tear your boat apart. You'll traverse regions diverse in landscape and ecosystem, population and culture. In this open world, where the concept of choice will take on new meaning, you'll feel the pull of riveting narratives in the kind of story-driven experience that has become our trademark. The Witcher 3 will be an RPG fan's dream come true.
Story will stand on its own, throw you in whether you know the previous titles or not. Kingdoms fell as Nilfgaard's legions swept north, across realms weakened by regicide and divided by strife. War brought chaos, and from that chaos a new order must emerge. The slate has been wiped clean, history has been swept away. In The Witcher 3, you will rewrite it.
Entrusted at a young age to the witches of the School of the Wolf, Geralt spent years preparing. At the fortress of Kaer Morhen in the Blue Mountains, he strove to become a witcher, a beast slayer. He became a deadly threat with superhuman strength, speed, and senses, a cat-eyed killer with unmatched sword skills. In The Witcher 3, he brings all these abilities to bear, confronting an ancient evil. The Wild Hunt is a cavalcade of ghastly, spectral riders, led by 4 wraith commanders who sows terror and abducts the young. It's the ultimate predator and has been for centuries. Its quarry is the human race. This time, the Hunt 6-1 in particular, the one individual destiny entrusted to you, the one soul you as Geralt consider kin.
The Witcher 3 will be our crowning achievement. Jaw-dropping, captivating, and unforgettable. Concluding the trilogy with a riveting story set in a completely open world, we'll once again break new ground and redefine the RPG.
Product not yet rated.
Six months into the invasion, Nilfgaard's legions had pierced the heart of the northern realms. Behind them, blood-soaked fields, war-swept wastes. A lone wolf roamed these broken lands, a beast slayer, a whirlwind of rage and steel. They say he was a man obsessed, chasing memories, faces, scents. Yet amidst the chaos, he could only follow his heart.
Some fight for glory, justice, or gold. I fight for those I hold dear. I'm Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher.
By order of the Emperor of Nilfgaard, for the murder of the wounded, looting, cannibalism, you are hereby sentenced to death by hanging or torment.
Don't meddle. Take the reward and let's go.
Help me!
Knew you witches wouldn't scorn Imperial gold. Tough hunt.
Tougher than yours, that's certain. Evil is evil. Lesser, greater, middling, makes no difference.
Come with me! Bring her down. Do it my way. You like that, you bitch? Get the hammer. Kick her teeth in.
The degree is arbitrary. The definition's blurred. If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all.
Just make it quick, Geralt.
What the?